Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I want to give an update on Kiswahili Tekelezi. So far, so good. We have the second conference coming up on 4th of October 2020. That is in the next 2 weeks. And we have lined up a number of speakers. Our guest speaker will be Professor Leonard Mwaka from Howard University in Washington, D.C. Professor Leonard Mwaka is the head of African Languages and Culture at Howard University in Washington, D.C. He is also an expert in Kiswahili. So the theme of our conference will be how adoption of schools can lead to globalization of Kiswahili. In Kenya, our main project that has already kicked off is adoption of primary schools, and we are looking at Odiado Hills Independent School District, which comprises of 10 schools, namely Luero Primary School, Uyundo Primary School, St. Joseph Ochiel Primary School, Ogeya Primary School, Kagonya Primary School, Nganga Primary School, Harungu Primary School, Nyalenya Primary School, St. Joseph Ochiel Uyundo Secondary School, and Kagonya Secondary School. Our volunteer CEO on the ground, Mr. John Yoya, has been engaging the community, the Kiswahili teachers and the head teachers of some of these schools. And the report that I've received this morning is very encouraging. He has engaged the curriculum support for the zone where these schools fall, and they have given us a professional advice on how to move forward. The Kiswahili Tekelezi Kenya board will be looking at the requirements, and after getting all the legal documents, we'll be sending the write-up to the government officer in charge of curriculum support, where in the region where Odiado Hills Independent School District falls. Concerning the community, we are also engaging the community, and among the 10 schools, we realized that there are 3 schools without playing ground, and these are Luero Primary School, St. Joseph Ochiel Primary School, Ogeya Primary School, and Harungu Primary School. Actually, there are 4 schools. So there's a 4-acre piece of land in Nyalenya sub-location that is meant for community development, and we are engaging the community on how we can use our network to build playing fields on that ground to be used by all the 4 primary schools in the region that do not have playing ground. Based on our conference a couple of weeks ago, the Kiswahili Tekelezi USA chapter agreed to move forward with Kiswahili Tekelezi Kenya, and we are looking at ways on how our operations in the United States can be synchronized with the operations in Kenya. As you are aware, in Kenya we are looking at adoption of schools as our major project. In the United States, we are looking at teaching of Kiswahili to non-speakers of the language in the United States as our major project. So in the conference, we'll be looking at ways on how the United States team and the Kenyan team can work together in a synchronized manner, and we'll be looking at the possibilities of, let's say, for example, the Howard University, where Professor Leonard Mwaka is the head of African languages, can adopt, let's say, one primary school in his home village where he comes from in Kenya. We also be looking at the possibilities on how a university, let's say like the University of Kabianga, we have Professor Owino Morris from the University of Kabianga, how the Department of Kiswahili at the University of Kabianga can adopt, let's say, a secondary school in the rural village where Professor Owino Morris comes from. Another Kiswahili professional we have from Kenya is Dr. Hamisi Babosa of Kenyatta University. So we're looking at how the Department of Kiswahili at Kenyatta University can adopt a rural primary school in the home village where Professor Hamisi Babosa comes from. So these are the things that we'll be looking at.